it's Haley. I got a reading Nook for my birthday. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the process of putting it together. It came with a bunch of parts, kind of like a Lego set, bunch of different bags with parts in there, and then came with like 4 wooden sheets full of parts, and then one set of like vinyl parts that were the stained glass windows. Each piece that you see, like furniture, everything except for the chair, um, I put together. So it's very intricate. So like every mirror you see, even the lights, like wiring, all that stuff is individually placed. Like each part is placed on there. So it was really, really fun. It took a long time. I think total it took me about 8 hours. It took me like spanning across 2.5 days to really finish this whole thing. Granted, I was also trying to film the process, so I didn't get like completely start to finish, but I did capture like some of the highlights, putting together some of the more exciting pieces, and then also putting together some of the like more intricate, smaller pieces. I definitely think like for somebody who has like not small hands or has shaky hands and stuff. Definitely not for children, like things like that. I could see this being extremely difficult for. I even had trouble kind of understanding some of the directions. The pictures are really helpful, but there's a lot of like key things to note and notice. And I found myself missing pieces at the end of some of the furniture that I had to go back and like pull out and then fix, which was kind of annoying, but I mean, that was user error, my fault. But yeah, it just felt like it was really easy to miss steps and then easy to kind of like skip ahead, things like that. What I was just doing there, for an example of the really intricate small parts, is they make you roll up the tiny little scroll decorations. There's a tiny little rectangular piece of wood that they give you, and then they make you peel up a sticker and then roll it up. And then those little white strips that you see, they're actually pieces of really tiny double-sided tape. So you stick one side down and then you peel up the white backing on it, and then it's double-sided tape. So a lot of the stuff stuck down with that double-sided tape. It did also come with some glue dots, but I ran out of glue dots. I didn't have enough for as much as I needed, so I ended up using some of the leftover double-sided tape to put some of the items down, and then they didn't stick as well. I'm pretty sure I followed all of the instructions pretty closely, and I think I put down the exact number of glue dots that it asked for, and then there were some other pieces that I thought the glue dots made more sense for than the double-sided tape. So some of that was just a little weird, but some of the other things that I thought were interesting about this, because they are wood pieces, when you peel them off or like pop them out, they have little teeny tiny little like burrs on them, wooden burrs from where they were held together on the wood sheet. So it gives you the packet, comes with a little piece of sandpaper so that you can sand those down, because sometimes they will affect like how well things fit together, or you can like really see that in some of the pieces, like kind of up on that banister where that little on that piece where you can see the edge of it, about halfway through, there is a little line there. That's the burr from where the piece was connected to the wood sheet. So I sanded that down, but it's kind of unavoidable that you still see that. Another thing to note about this kit, is a lot of the really small parts it did come with extras of, but what I thought was a little strange is that it did not come with any extra parts of any of the stickers or any of the like little decorative pieces, like the window frames, picture frames, things like that. I ended up almost ripping a couple of those because you do have to bend them, and they're perforated, some of them where you're supposed to bend them. So I feel like it's really easy for those to kind of fall apart. And then the table there that you see in there that has the little crystal ball on top of it, one of the legs actually snapped off as I was trying to place it because it pops in like the little notch in the floor. And then I ended up fixing that with some glue. So it's just kind of precariously placed in there, but I figured it out. And then this little table that or desk that I'm putting together, shelf, whatever you call it, I ended up missing like like a whole bottom piece of it, including like right above where it snaps to the floor. There was supposed to be another shelf in there. So that is an example of like one of the pieces that I missed. And I even went back in the instructions and I was like, I have no idea how I missed that because it seems, I don't know, I really thought that I paid attention pretty closely to that. So, and then here they have you like weave these stickers together, kind of like making a paper fan, which I thought was kind of interesting. And like some of this stuff, while it's really fun to make and interesting, it's like, couldn't it have come as like a sticker with like book pages? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I did enjoy like the fun part of like piecing all this stuff together, kind of like a Lego set. It was fun, but some of it was a little questionable and like very frustrating. Like those pages, if you got any of them like a little bit off, you had to peel the whole thing apart. And I did have an easy time peeling that apart, so that was nice, but I still felt like that could have been done a little bit differently. Um, and then I was really surprised that they had you do all the wiring on the bottom. Kind of felt like an electrician there. I thought that was actually kind of cool. Felt like very smart doing that. And that at first was like really, really hard to follow in the instructions, but I really hope you enjoyed watching this come together. Just popping in the batteries here. It does have a switch inside, so when you open and close the doors, that turns on the light. So, and then you can see up above, I was actually missing the little logo, so I had to put that back on at the end. But yeah, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed putting this together with me, this cute little witchy cottage, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.